First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem, Rakapadash. Yahweh is to this world, ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shah is to this world, ignorantly calls Jesus. Ba'Shem means in the name, Rakah means spirit, and Kodash means holy. And that's all in the Paleo Hebrew. I also want to give double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. In today's video, I wanted to go into how all these heathen nations will be our slaves. Okay, and this is one of the prophecies that gets a lot of people, in a pickle. They get all emotional because a lot of our people want to see these Edomites receive salvation. But the truth is that all these nations will be our tributaries, will be our slaves in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, they're going to have to serve the Israelites no matter what. And the scripture that tells you that perfectly, Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 9, it says, "Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of Yahweh thy power, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee." Right? So the sons of these strangers, of these other nations, they're going to be building up Jerusalem. They're going to be building up the kingdom of heaven. Okay? Because ultimately the script is going to be flipped. Right now, the Lord, he's had wrath on us. Right? He's put us at the bottom. Okay, made us a proverb and a byword. All the nations, laugh at the Israelites because we're a completely destroyed people. And as it says, "For in my wrath I smote thee," but guess what? "But in my favor have I had mercy on thee." Right? So soon, that's what part of the mercy is going to be, is that these nations are going to be at the bottom and we're going to be on top. So verse 11 says, "Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought." Right? So these nations are going to bring their forces, which, let's go into that word forces there. Their strength, their might, their efficiency, their wealth, their army. Or they're going to bring us everything valuable they have. And definitely that strength, right? Because they're going to be our slaves. So it says, "For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted." Right? So they're not going to have an option. Okay, they're going to have to serve the Israelites no matter what. So let's get another one. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1, it says, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them, and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh, for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors." Right? So the whole script is going to be flipped. All the nations that have had us in captivity, we're going to rule over them, and they are going to be our captives. And that's as simple as it gets. Straight to the point. Let's get another one. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 16. It says, "Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey." Right? So ultimately a judgment is going to be established, because everything they did unto us is going to happen to them. "For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith Yahweh, because they call thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion, whom no man seeketh after." Right? So the Lord is going to restore us that health. Okay? He's going to bring us back to being a nation of rulers, kings, and priests. Let's get this in Baruch chapter 4 and verse 24. It says, "Like as the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see your salvation from our God, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. Right now, these nations are seeing our captivity. They're seeing how the so-called Latino, Negro, and Native American is at the bottom of society. Okay, how our people are completely bugged out, right? We kill each other. The women are whores. Okay, our people just down bad. So they're seeing our captivity. But soon, they're going to see our salvation. And it says, my children suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from God. For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. Right? So that's what we're doing right now. We're waiting patiently for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to come back and destroy these nations. And after that happens, hey, we're going to be treading upon their necks because we're going to be the ones ruling. Let's get this in Revelation chapter 2. Yahushua saying the same thing. Verse 26 or 25, it says, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my Father. Right? So we're going to be beating these nations down to dust. Okay, bringing straight judgment. And this is Yahushua saying it, okay, in the red letter. So, right, it tells you perfectly. He that overcometh and keepeth my works, to him will I give power over the nations. Okay, all nations can be saved, and the Lord is not dealing with equality. Okay, he has a chosen people. So, let's finish. I think that was all the scriptures. So the point has been established. That's 5 scriptures right there to prove to you that the Israelites will be the ruling class with slaves in the kingdom of heaven. Hopefully this was edifying. With that, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Shalom to you, like shalom.